on the next episode of AMC's The Walking Dead.
Today is about scaring these people. Hit a few, let them turn. Don't kill them. For Negan! For Negan!
The Saviors are on their way. And we're gonna fight them. Get people ready. You know what to do.
You failed your boys, you failed your people. Why didn't you just let me save you, Rick?
Hey guys, Kiwi here. In this video, I'll be breaking down and analyzing the brand new promo trailer for Season 8, Episode 12 of The Walking Dead, called The Key. With that being said, major warning of spoilers for everything in the show up to Episode 8:11, and let's jump right into this. So, they teased this at the end of Episode 8:11, but at the beginning of 8:12, I assume that we will see Rick and Michonne arrive at the hilltop. This is how the promo trailer starts out, along with Daryl accompanying Rick as he visits Glenn and Abraham's graves. Next up, Rosita stands with Maggie as she tries looking at something through binoculars on the hilltop wall. So is this the same scene from one of the Season 8B trailer clips where we saw Rosita looking through the binoculars as well? What are they looking at? I actually wanted to read the synopsis for episode 8:12 and break it down, as I feel like it relates to this. Quote, Hilltop's leadership faces a difficult dilemma after the arrival of unexpected visitors. Rick comes face to face with an adversary. So, who are the arrival of unexpected visitors? I'll elaborate more in a second, but first I want to actually quote the synopsis for the episode afterwards as well, episode 8:13. Quote, trouble arises when unexpected visitors arrive at the hilltop and the community is thrust into action. Heartbreaking discoveries are made. So wait, in episode 8:12, the Hilltop's leadership faces a difficult dilemma after the arrival of unexpected visitors, and then in episode 8:13, more unexpected visitors arrive at the Hilltop, causing the community to be thrust into action? The Hilltop has unexpected visitors 2 episodes in a row? So, what are all the options here? Could it be the Saviors arriving? Well, maybe by episode 8:13, but I doubt it'll be the Saviors arriving in episode 8:12 as Rick is ambushing Negan, which will put a halt on their attack to the hilltop. So, the Saviors may be the unexpected visitors for episode 8:13, but what about episode 8:12? Could it maybe be Oceanside? Either Aaron could arrive at their doorstep with the Oceanside army, or maybe Maggie spots someone from the Oceanside spying on the hilltop. So, although that's a possibility, what else could it be? Could it be Sherry? I'll be discussing Sherry more in a different video soon, but Dwight just mentioned her to Daryl after us not seeing her since season 7, so could she be making a return soon? Or maybe Heath with a new group of people that we've never seen before? Is there another option that I'm missing out on? Maybe Jadis will arrive at the hilltop and beg to be let in? Next up, let's go over more dialogue. Maggie talks to Jerry at the hilltop and she says, the Saviors are on their way and we're going to fight them. Get people ready, you know what to do. So why is she telling this to Jerry? Let's actually hold that thought and take a look at the next clip. We see Michonne, Maggie, and Enid on the road somewhere and I'm not sure why. What reason would the hilltop leader possibly have to leave the hilltop for at a time like this? Couldn't she have just sent someone else out to scout for her? Circling back to what Maggie told Jerry, maybe she told Jerry this so he can look over things while she heads out with Enid and Michonne. I'm not sure why or what they're looking for or tracking, but maybe it was what Maggie and Rosita saw with the binoculars. Could they have seen someone spying on them? Or maybe even the helicopter that Rick saw in an earlier episode? There sure are a lot of possibilities here, but let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Moving on, we see the Saviors using zombie guts to coat their weapons, along with filling buckets with extra guts to bring along with them. In fear of repeating myself here, I have a full video breaking down Negan's plans from the comics to coat melee weapons with zombie guts. Feel free to check it out. We saw Negan get the idea from Eugene's brainstorming in episode 8:11, along with explaining and showcasing it at the end of the episode, but now in episode 8:12 I guess we'll see them prepare the attack and leave the sanctuary. Going over more dialogue, Simon says, today's about scaring these people. Hit a few, let them turn, don't kill them, and then they scream for Negan. So here Simon is explaining Negan's plan to the Saviors, which is to ambush the hilltop, attack a few and injure them, causing them to retreat and aid the wounded. Little to their knowledge, the wounded will be infected and soon die anyways, instilling fear into them and knocking them off their guard right in time for Negan to launch a rebound attack and take over. This is the plan that Negan had in the comics, and although we'll be seeing it in the show, it seems like he'll hit an unexpected road bump on his way to execute it. Original to the show, it seems as though Rick tries to ambush Negan on his way to the hilltop. I'm not too sure if everyone agrees with this plan or if Rick just sort of slips off on his own and starts scoping out the sanctuary, but we can see Rick using binoculars on his own to scope out the Dodge Charger that Negan is driving. So, is Rick going rogue here? We later see Rick shooting off a bunch of rounds as he runs past a crashed car into a pole, and I assume that he's chasing down Negan. So, in the second sneak peek for the episode, we can see Rick chasing down Negan with a different vehicle, so we know that Rick wasn't driving the vehicle that was crashed into that pole. We do, however, see a bunch of glass and black car parts on the ground in front of where Rick is shooting, and I assume that those are parts of Negan's car that have broken off. So, is Negan's car crashed right behind the camera? Is that what Rick is shooting at? Maybe Negan hit one car, causing it to crash into the pole, and then Negan swerved forwards and crashed somewhere else in that general direction that Rick is shooting at. So we can see Rick running towards a brick building, so maybe that's where Negan's car is crashed, maybe that's where Rick was shooting towards, and this is where we see Rick hunting down Negan from the Season 8B trailers. I don't know if you guys remember it, but I'll give you a quick refresher. Negan says, "My people, they are coming," and Rick responds, "It doesn't matter, it's already too late, this is where you die." So that was from the old Season 8B trailer, but let's move on to the new dialogue that we now have. Negan says, "You failed your boy, you failed your people, why didn't you just let me save you, Rick?" The synopsis for the episode mentioned Rick coming face to face with an adversary, and this is definitely hinting at this 1v1 between Negan and Rick in this brick building. So, will one get the upper hand on the other? Will Rick actually capture or defeat Negan? I feel like we may get a close call or two, along with hopefully a bunch of dialogue between Negan and Rick, but I don't think that we'll see any final confrontation. I'll be breaking down Rick's ambush on a future video where I break down the second sneak peek for episode 812 that was released on Talking Dead, where we actually see a car chase, so be sure to look out for that. And maybe Negan will get away due to his men coming to save him at the last minute, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below, but that's pretty much it for the video, guys. I'd appreciate a like on the video if you've enjoyed anything I've said today, as it really helps me get my video out there for more people to see. Feel free to subscribe for more Walking Dead Season 8 content in the near future, and if you'd like to take an extra step in helping support my videos, consider checking out my Patreon. There's a bunch of different rewards involving the channel, such as a chance to directly influence the videos being produced, link in the description. It isn't necessary by any means, but it could really help in the long run. And as always, I thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out!